Hellmouth is, as the name suggests, a creature into whose mouth damned souls are being herded and pushed and dragged by various demonic monsters and things. The nude figures that you see here are the souls of the damned. Interestingly, you see a couple of them, this one here and this one here. They are tonsured, which means that the back of their head has been shaven. That means that they were members of religious orders. They were monks or friars or something like that. This is also a very common trope in medieval art, that anyone can end up being damned. Anyone can end up being saved. It doesn't matter if you're wealthy or if you supposedly have lived a religious life or whatever. It's really what's inside your soul. The relationship between all these images on these two facing pages is really interesting. The Hellmouth, the label at the top says the punishments of the damned in hell. That's what this little red line here says. And so the other three images on these two pages are also telling stories of God's punishment or the punishment of God's representatives against people who have not done God's will, essentially. So you have here, this is King David standing here directing his troops to extract rather gruesome punishment on some people who did something that he didn't like. This one, I believe, is Gideon, also the same thing. It's another Old Testament figure. These townspeople refuse to feed his soldiers, and so he's punishing them for that. And then this last one is really interesting because this is from the story of Moses leading the Israelites out of Egypt toward the Promised Land. And in order to help them escape, God separates the waters of the Red Sea, which you will notice is in fact red, and the Israelites are able to walk through it and get to the other side, and then the Red Sea closes over the heads of the Egyptians and sweeps them all away. And so each of these images is showing, again, some kind of divine retribution, some kind of divine punishment, and that's related to this eternal punishment of the damned.